Coach Haas, real quick. We already talked about Andrew Cancion, his upcoming fight, his rematch, his training camp. I want to talk to you about other fights. July 20th, Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman. How do you see that fight playing out?
I think a Manny Pacquiao in his prime beats Keith Thurman in his prime, but Keith's probably closer to his prime than Manny is to his. But Manny's one of those fighters that only comes along every once in a while. He's just, a phenomenal specimen. So I'm still picking him to probably pull out a decision over Keith.
Yeah. What would be next for a fighter like Manny Pacquiao? Listen, put yourself in your shoes. If you were his promoter, his manager, what would be the next logical step? Getting a victory over Keith Thurman.
I would have made sure I sent a Father's Day card to Floyd Mayweather and asked him if we could do it again and make a lot of money together.
Do you think the people would still be interested in why is it still the biggest fight in boxing?
I mean, it probably shouldn't be, but it probably is.
Yeah. And what do you think about Pacquiao, just his longevity? What do you think, I know you don't train him, you're not in his corner, but what do you think is credit to what? His longevity,
I think he's a very faithful man. He kind of is the definition of that. He's full of faith, and I think he lives pretty good. I know he burns the candle at both ends because he's got the political career, the professional career, the family. A lot of people depend on him inside and outside of the ring. So I know he burns the candle at both ends, but I think he lives pretty well. And when he's in the gym, he still trains harder than most guys I've ever seen.
You know what's crazy? Let's say he does beat Keith Thurman. Does that put him back in the pound-for-pound list, or is he still there? Like, how does that work, man? He's 40 years old.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, he's looked good in his last couple fights. He hasn't looked old at all. The saying in boxing is we can get old in one night in the ring. So hopefully that's not this night. But yeah, maybe it puts him in the lower half of that for sure.
Yeah, Andy Ruiz Jr. Big upset over Anthony Joshua. Would you consider upset yourself? And where's the heavyweight division after that?
I think Andy's win was probably a minor upset. I think those of us in boxing knew that Andy was better than a lot of people do. A lot of people looked at his physical appearance and this and that, but good amateur career. He's been training and fighting for a long time. He's a knowledgeable guy. From what I hear, he's a very intelligent guy in the gym. He learns well, picks stuff up. So I don't think those of us in boxing were as surprised as the rest of the world. I can't lie. I picked Joshua close, but I knew Andy was going to give him a lot of trouble. I didn't think it was going to be that easy. I think it may be almost that easy in the rematch.
Yeah. I know you weren't in Joshua's corner, but you have been in another fighter's corner. Mentally, where did Joshua seem heading into the fight and just throughout the fight? Like, where do you think he's at now?
Going into the fight, I didn't like some of the stuff I saw. He seemed like he was being a little too cordial, a little too laid back. Where it's still.
He
a fight.
handed him the belt at the weigh-in. That was like the first time I ever seen that in my life as a fan and as a media member. That really surprised me. But I didn't make anything out of it. But some people did.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I heard Anthony's a really, really nice guy. He's a gentleman. So I mean, maybe he was
take
just
a picture of my belt because you asked for one.
This may be the last time you get a chance to
exactly.
take a picture.
That's what I took it. That's how I took it.
So it just depends on a lot of people. A lot of times people read a lot into stuff, but.
That's how I took it.
I think it's tough to come back from a fight like that because he dropped Andy and then Andy got up, stayed composed, and was able to come back and implement his game plan. And he's got fast hands and he's able to punch with you when you punch. He controlled distance really well, which should have been Joshua's game. So that was impressive. I mean, Manny did a great job with him getting ready for that fight. He had him exactly where he needed to be. So hats off to Manny too.
Yeah. Do you think Andy can duplicate that in the rematch of success?
I think so. I think he's got the mental edge. I don't think he felt like he was an underdog going in, so that's a big plus.
Yeah, he definitely did. He speak like one.
If a fighter feels that way, so I'm sure now he's even more confident.
Yeah. So what happens to the heavyweight division now, man? Where's it at? I mean, there's Fury, there's Wilder, there's Andy Ruiz now. Joshua took his first loss.
I mean, I think there's 4 or 5 guys at the top that can be exciting. Let's hope that they fight each other. I know Joshua and Andy are going to fight again. That'll be good. I'd love to see Wilder fight the winner of that. I think Fury's a tough fight for anybody just because he's so big.
He's got to get through Ortiz again, though.
He does.
He's got to get through Ortiz. He
does. I think he may do better with Ortiz this time.
Yeah.
I think he may have underestimated Ortiz's boxing IQ in the last fight, and Ortiz was able to do some subtle stuff in there that he wasn't ready for, so I think he may be able to handle it.
there a smarter, not to say he's not a smart fighter, but is he a smarter fighter than we think? Deontay Wilder, like adjusting, like.
I think so, and I think I'm one of those guys that I try not to jump on bandwagons right away, but that guy can punch, and that's something you can't teach. That's something that he has over everybody else in the division. A lot of those guys
he could be losing a fight, and then next thing you know, boom, it all changes. Yeah. Okay, just a random question. I was asking Andrew Cancion. He's talking about those hard moments in his career where he might have contemplated retirement, and I asked him that you have worked with MMA fighters. Did he ever contemplate a career in MMA? And he was like, they don't pay enough, but how would you think he would have done in MMA?
He'd probably do pretty good. I think he has a little wrestling background.
He carries a big punch too,
and he's athletic. So
he has wrestling background.
I think so. I think he wrestled before.
Okay.
He's athletic. He picks up stuff real quick, so I think we could probably get him through the first couple levels of that, but hard to compete at a high level.
Okay, McGregor called out Mark Wahlberg. Let's say he calls out Andrew Cancion. What happens?
We take it.